Hello, Bryce Tubbs here. Today I'm just going to be talking about what causes most people to struggle in business. Now, a lot of people, what they don't understand is business is kind of a messy game. When I say messy, it's very predictable. But while you're doing it, while you're inside of the game itself, it feels very, very, very confusing and messy in some cases. And a lot of people don't like that because they like having a lot of security. Now, for me, there's security over the span of a month, right? Every single month, you end up having exactly what your goal is. But in the day-to-day, the week-to-week, day-to-day is not actually that bad, actually, to be honest. It's more of like week-to-week. You're like, am I going to hit my goal? Or like, what's going on? Or why am I getting less calls this week than other weeks? And it's just weird, just messy. Sometimes clients will be like, they'll ask you a bunch of questions one week, then you won't hear from them again. Then someone will get sick, and you won't hear from that client for like a month. And then it's a really a beautiful game when you kind of get to it. I almost kind of like liken it to tennis, the sport of tennis. They call it one of the most beautiful sports because to watch from afar, it's amazing, right? The serves, the volley, the way that the rackets move, how smooth, the finesse they have, like it looks amazing. But when you're actually down there, especially if you're at like one of those they call them Grand Slams, like Roland Garros, which is in like France, the French Open. Like, it's just grimy, it's dirty, you're punching, you're sweating, you're tired, your legs are hurting, you need to change your racket because your technology and your computer just messed up, and it's just like, it's this kind of, in the moment, it's really tough. When you look back at your year, and you sit there and you made over six figures, like, wow, that was all I had to do to go make six figures? And then it's just like, man, it was all worth it in the end. It's crazy. Now keep in mind though, like a lot of the students, like, cause I do have the mentorship program, so I own my like accounting firm, and I have like the mentorship program. The mentorship students had it so much easier than what I have it, right? Like, one of my students, Oriana, she got $2,500 per month client 3 days after joining my program. I was like, do you know how long? And she was a little bit annoyed and disheartened because she not only had a $2,500 client, but there was one that she was like trying to sell for $2,800 on the same day. So she had the potential to close $4,800 worth of monthly recurring clients within not 40. Sorry, I'm off. Sorry, $5,300 worth of monthly clients. Oh my light just died. $5,300 worth of monthly clients in 3 days of joining my program, and then she didn't get one of them right away, and she was so upset. I was like, do you understand how long it took me to get to $5,000 per month? It took me a grand total of about 6 plus, I think it was like 6 plus 5. Yeah, 6 plus about 5. So about 11 months to get to $5,000 per month in my accounting business. And you're upset because like it didn't happen on day number 3, and I'm like, oh my gosh. And here's the funny thing, right? We have this really structured follow-up process inside of my program of how to get your foot in the door. So they might not pay the full amount, but you can have like a little baby service that you actually connects you with them. They start paying you money, and then once whatever you guys agreed upon changes, like maybe their budget expands, or they get this new contract, or their current contract with their current CPA expires, then you guys will work fully. So she's going to get that client to sign up for the $2,800 per month. It's just a matter of like time, because now the woman is doing both QuickBooks training with her, as well as letting her do some of the tax prep and some of the beginning work of the cleanup. She just didn't get the $2,800 like monthly work. She's got the cleanup stuff. So I'm like, But it's funny, man. So like whenever I see like a student and they get to like 15,000 a month, like Audrey's gonna be at $20,000 in sales per month, and she's only been in business. I think we've been working together a little bit over a year. She started at 0 because she was working her job. She had like 15 days before she was going to quit her job. Like she'd already put in her 2 weeks notice, and she still had the courage to be able to go into my program. She's almost at $20,000 per month in sales. A little bit over a year from getting started with me, and she started at 0. I was like, whew. The time that it took for her to get to 20,000 per month, it took me to get to about it took me a lot longer. But that's just how it goes, and that's kind of why you pay for a mentorship.